Angel REESE snaps at refs and Chicago Sky versus Minnesota Lynx. What happened next? Welcome to my channel. I'm Reese Will. Drop your comments and engage. Last night's Chicago Sky played the Minnesota Lynx and lost 80-75. And they came out on fire. The first quarter, they led 24-10. Then Minnesota woke up. Second quarter, they got outscored. Sky got outscored 28-13, and the rest of the game was a battle back and forth. Eventually, Minnesota ended up winning 80-75. During the game, it was some tough calls, and Angel REESE has some things for the refs. But let's take a listen.
This is for both of you guys. This game did result in a loss, but you guys fought all four quarters. Is there something positive that you kind of take away from this game going into the next game with the Mystics?
Yeah, I think we fought really hard. It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. So I know it's frustrating because I know how hard we're battling inside. And I think that we came down and fought as hard as we could with what we had. And I just know we continue to grow in this. And I think this is a leaping step for us. And obviously we know we can compete with the best, but that has to be fixed. And I don't give a damn if I get fined because that shit cheap. And I am tired of the shit because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired of the shit.
So Angel goes in hard in the paint on the refs, and she let them know what she was feeling. It's a lot. I see it every night when I watch all these different games. It's tough. Every team is getting beat up, and the referees are bad. See what some people have to say about it. Says Tyler Marsh needs to stand up for his players and the Chicago Sky as a whole. Yes, I've heard him say it before, but maybe he needs to be a little more boisterous. And you got the fight Angel showed tonight just shows you how special of a player she is and how much she wants to win. Tough loss, especially without Camilla. This loss will only make us better. Yeah, they played really, really well. I thought that it was going to be, when the first quarter came out and they was up 24-10, I was like, man, look at the Sky, they balling. But I knew that eventually it was so early that Minnesota was going to come back because they're too good of a team. But Sky was right there with them. Another comment. I'm glad Angel stood up for herself. Refs are hoping that they will deter Angel. She sees the BS. The referees did the same thing in that Valkyries game. If you have a personal agenda, please ask for another ref to fill in for you. Tyler could have gave more effort with the refs, for this team. Yes, it's tough. It's tough. These referees is, like I say, they are bad. They need to stand up more for their players. And I seen how they was beating her up. See, I have a post here that they actually showed. Well, I made one up. Let me see. I got one here, and it just says, "Do better, WNBA. You're creating an unsafe environment for Angel when players know they can push, pull, and play reckless defense against her because they know they want to get called for a foul. They won't get called for a foul." And look right here, this girl got her hand all the way around her body. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. Like, and this happens all the time, especially down low. which is nuts. Down low in the paint is dangerous. Because I literally watched that game last night. They literally came at Angel Reese. It was girls leaving their I want to say men, but they're leaving their women and just collapsing on her with no regard. They know she is a beast down low, which is she don't get much credit for that. She got a high motor. She's a beast, you know, and of course she's working on her touch and everything. But as far as like, you know, these girls don't want to deal with her because she's very active and she's getting more and more physical, and you could tell her game is just getting more better. But this right here, share this. Wanted you to remove that and add that. This right here cracked me up on Twitter. It was girl said take him, actually like take her to the prom. The way they're just beating her up, this is ridiculous. But they show all these different instances where all these files are going, and a lot of people are commenting. A lot of people are really up in arms about it, and we know a lot of the girls on the whole team, you know, is getting fouled. And I know we get comments. I think Kent right here says, so you all get the now, you know, had we been saying for the last 2 years against Caitlin Clark with the rest now. I've been saying it for a while, but I've been saying that I already did a show about Caitlin getting just beat up. I showed her with some of the girls just, you know, doing the thing. I did a whole show on that, so it's not me. I always said that about Caitlin getting beat up and you know, one girl stepping on her foot and up underneath. It's been it's crazy stuff going on, but it's a lot of other people may not say nothing, but I say it all the time. It's ridiculous as a whole, you know, but the main thing I said is Caitlin wasn't the only one getting fouled. It's girl, like last year when Caitlin came in, she was getting fouled like crazy, but then everybody was saying it was only Caitlin getting fouled. And I'm like, wait a minute now, she's not the only one getting fouled. They was literally grabbing Angel Reese by her throat, like that one particular play, they grabbed her by her throat and threw her down. I think it was Alyssa Thomas or something, man. And you don't want to deal with Alyssa Thomas, but it's multiple. They just jump all over these girls. And they don't say anything. That's the thing, is when they don't get the foul call, it gets worse and worse. So I'm just but I've always said that, but you know, I'm not like one of them that I'm brand new to this as far as you guys, a new channel, but I've always said that. So it must be other people talking about that. It says WNBA refs are AAU high school level talent. It must be, because I see them just walking away and they just smacking girls upside the head, man, and you know, blasting. It's bad. And I've always said that as far as the WNBA, they way rougher than the NBA as far as like fouls, because see, like some of that stuff, if some of that stuff went on in the NBA, it'd be a fight like every quarter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of that stuff, and if you're not gonna call that, it's gonna be it's gonna be a brawl. If you grab somebody by their neck and don't call it, because see what's gonna happen. I know what happened with down in the NBA, or it just in general, like at the Y. If I'm gonna get me a call, I'm gonna go down and then I'm gonna do the same thing to them. Like, you know, I'm literally gonna just grab them by the throat or, you know, elbow them the same way. So that's why you have to get this stuff under control, because if you don't, you're gonna mess around and it's gonna be fights all the time, because a lot of these girls are not gonna take it. And C Glazier, what's up, C Glazier, man? He always come in on the lives. I appreciate you, man. C Glazier says either the refs are very bad or they are very skillful and cunning in rigging games. They are bad, man. They are bad, man. It's just bad. Horrible, horrible refs. They need to either, if they're not doing it on purpose, they need to go back to school, reffing school. But it may be some type of agenda going on. I don't know. I hate to be one of them people like that. You know, I try to stay away from being a type of person that always want to blame the refs, but it is really bad. Honestly, I don't really like doing that, but it is really bad because some of these girls are, and they know that they're getting, they're doing that, and they just come up and just smack them, man. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and what might be live field bill. I don't want to mess your name up. I do think their mandate is not to let the game get bogged down into a foul shooting contest, but they have to balance it out. Yeah, they do. They have to get a little better with it because man, it is really getting bad. And the more eyes you're starting to get on the game, you're gonna have to come with some better quality refs, honestly, and clean some of this stuff up because the more and more people that's starting to look and coming into the it's a lot of eyes, more and more every day, every game, every year now that they're getting Caitlin come in and she opened up some eyes and in the college game where it was her and Angel Reese that kind of brought a lot of people into the game. Now you got a platform and you need to adjust it because if it was like this before everybody started looking, now people are like, wait a minute, now y'all don't have to clean this up. See, later says one thing I do not like those refs is that they talk for several minutes in a video review and not making a decision. What the hell are you guys talking about? I noticed that, man. You right. You right, C Glazier, man. I noticed that a lot because I was like, wait a minute now. Like it's some obvious stuff. Like you might see a girl, it was some particular the last 3 or 4 games I watched, and I've been watching on a nightly basis now, watching all the whole league, and it take forever to make a decision. It's not they scared to make a decision, or I don't know if they asking somebody from the league or something or calling. I don't know what they're doing, but it's taking way too long because it's very obvious. Some of the stuff is like extremely obvious. Hey, how you doing, Felicia? Felicia Daniels, how you doing? Sky had 8 foul calls to Lynx 17. They didn't start getting those calls until Angel complained in the 4th. Absolutely. And Angel said, I didn't look at the stats, but she said that in her comments, she said they had 2 fouls and to the 4th, like only 2 free throws or something, 2 fouls or 2 free throws. That's crazy. Like, like give me a break now. That is nuts, man. That is nuts. Let me look at this real quick while I got the stats here. Okay, let me bring these stats up. See what the fouls was. Free throws. Seven to 8, 14 to 17. So 17 to 8, right? That's crazy. That's crazy stuff right there. Like that, she literally, like she said, look, 2 fouls into the 4th. You do gotta make, go ahead and say something, honestly. Because I know how it is, like, if you're not one of them type of people, like you got the ball and you're running around and they foul out there too on the perimeter, like they do Caitlin and other girls. But if you underneath and you're not going to, give, pay attention to what's going on, you really can get hurt down there. honestly, you can get really, really, really hurt because girls are just like they just head hunting, really head hunting. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I got 2 channels running right now that I'm live on, and if you guys, I'm trying to actually make one channel for the WNBA, and I'll put it in the link in the comments because I'm on the one channel I do the Going Strong podcast. I do just I do a lot of different things, but I also have a channel that I do just the WNBA. So I'm trying to veer that off, and I'm gonna put it in the link in the channel. Let me do that real quick. And it's all copy. Post that in the comments. But like I say, yeah, but I this is that that's actually the wrong one. Sorry about that. Put that. So many channels coming in here. Put that in there real quick. Paste that in there. Okay. All right. That's the right one. But I appreciate y'all joining me. I've been going live the last couple of weeks and trying to grow the channel, and I love the engagement. And make sure you put the notification bell on so you know when I do a video. But like I say, I do on this channel, on 2 different channels with Going Strong, I do all type of sports. But if you just want to listen to the WNBA, then I'm doing from that particular channel. Bring that up real quick. Felicia says there is another video to prove what Angel said. The ref said about it not being her job. Felicia is heard repeating it on the court right after the ref said it. That is crazy. That is crazy. And the Sky also have a problem with their wing players not being able to create shots. It's easier to see a foul when a player is attacking the point from the outside free throw line. Yes, exactly. No, you're right. Yeah, they have a problem on the wings. They do have to kind of adjust, either to adjust how they're playing, or you get a different type of talent out there on the wing for future for Angel to be successful. Because that inside out, once the Camila Cardosa comes back, and she, they got that inside presence of both them, because Angel is a monster, and without the height, she's getting better and better, more and more confidence, and she's playing very well on the perimeter and handling the ball, throwing passes, and her game is spreading out, doing multiple things. And once they get some girls that can hit that outside jumper and even open it up even more where they can't collapse on Angel like that, because they are literally collapsing on her. I watched the one, they just was like, some of them was like basically just waving off the girl out there to come in and collapse. But Bantam made them pay. She made them pay this game. She ended up hold on, let me take that off the screen so you guys can see it. She made them pay. Rachel Banham had 20 points, and she was 6 of 10 from the three. She was shooting that ball really, really good, shooting that ball. And if they can get that shooting like that, and Atkins, Ariel, she didn't really play a great game, but she was 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. She had 11 points, but I expect more out of her, a lot more out of her. And if they can come with that shot, and Elizabeth gave them a little something, which I had been critical of Elizabeth Williams, because I was like, you got to give with Cardoso out. You can't come with no goose egg on no 2 points. Like, you got to come with some heat, and she did. She had 12 points and 6 of 12 from the field, which I was really happy about that, to see her get some points, some more points. So that was that helped out Angel a lot. So it was a really good, really good game from them, and I expect them to continue to get better and better. It's gonna be something to be dealt with. It says Reddit Milky Way. What's up? What's up? Angels has been the worst whistle in the league even last year. Oh man, I know. She was getting ring necked, and I got literally like ring necked. That was ridiculous. And when she landed on her head or something, man. I was like, man, come on, y'all. Like, that was ridiculous. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like I say, hit that notification bell and to get notified because I'm gonna be coming out with 2 and 3 videos a day. I'm gonna start bringing it, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. Ride with me, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Appreciate y'all.